Hello everyone, I'm still Moja from Kazna and I will show you a demo of a guy called Duletenk from STUG. It's a Balkan clan and this is a very special demo, I would say even, and fun one to watch. We can call it Ring Around Roses on mines for a while. And this is a very nimble little tank, Spähpanzer Spitz. I'm gonna just call it Spitz because it's easier and more fun to say it. And I even found a picture for you that's from some museum. So this is how this tank actually looks live. From the start of this tank, what we really need to know, it has an auto-loader gun as a last gun. Here, you can see it. And base AP pen, 180 and 250 with heat. 240 average on those if you shoot HE 320. 3 shells in a drum, 3 seconds between them. As you can see here, about 20-second reload with a good crew. A bit better if you buff it with BIA vents and so on. 400 view range, and especially important for me is gun depression of -10. For a light tank, pretty important, especially when we see a paper armor like we have here. These are some basic characteristics. You can see also more clear, 58 kilometers per hour, 880 health, and how the tank looks in game itself. Now the game that was played by Dule here is on mines, and well, let's just get into it. I can say by the structure of his consumables they are a bit weird. He has a fire extinguisher on 4 and medic on 6. Okay, well, we all have our habits. And what struck me really weird, he actually has 2 clips of HE ammo and only 2 clips of gold, unlike many people who they played. This is a tier 8 game he's playing on mines, and of course as a light tank he is going to the hill immediately. And of course some people always think they are smarter and that they should block the tanks going for the hill. Well, you shouldn't, guys. You should just let them go so they can take advantage. Then you can snipe all you wish. And here you go. There is some brawl starting here. This tank is so small. It's really fun. He took a name here with an auto aim, and we can see him hitting here. Oh, nice 2 shots. And then Artie connects the guy next to him. Okay, he was very lucky not to get shot. I'm gonna stress here to everyone, when Artie is on K0, it has nothing to shoot except that corner, the very corner where those guys died. So he's going around a bit for a safer spot on a base. This is how you can actually maybe even early spot an Artie who is careless enough, and he sees an OI here. Now I would say this is the only part of the game I really didn't like what he did. Like, okay, auto-aiming an OI mate, it doesn't work because you are just shooting the open part of the armor, and the only weak spot of OIs are actually the cheeks on the turret. So he took 2 unnecessary shots in a start, and there is 1337 elite number till the end, and he has to be very careful not to get shot by this RT or someone. He's on 1 shot now. Now we're gonna see about that -10 gun depression, guys. The only tank in game that has that other, I think, is an STB medium. And when he's turned, because his turret is backwards, as you see now, I think that depression is even larger. So watch this carefully. This is a very nice and smart play. And pop. There you go, VK. You are hungry for a victim, but there are no victims here. So he got connected by both that T25 you can see in village and Spitz, so he didn't do 340. That's kind of impossible with this kind of shell. And instant reload and let through people so you don't get ran because you are a little ant. The score is pretty equal, 3-3, but as we stated, very important, they are holding the hill now. Mainly thanks to duletenk. So Dule the tanker, pop, and pop, and the 43 is down. He took another shell, actually a snapshot by 43, I would say even also needlessly, because he could have avoided, but then he would just shoot the tank once. That's also a common mistake with most players. When you have a clip, you don't actually have to end the vehicle or have to shoot the most shells you can. You can always shoot just one or two and go away, wait for him to turn turret and finish off. And this is a nice position now because he is privileged, but he should aim a bit more and he will do damage every time because they are not watching him. So those are tier 7 and 8 tanks VZ with his big tracks and T29. T29 is an easier victim here, of course, and Dule is just waging his opportunities here because, let's face it, now he's on 66 HP and he's a little fish in this game, but little fish that can do a lot. That's why the light tanks are giving such a huge VN8, guys, whenever anyone plays them well, because they're always the lower tier and the game just favors them. And there we go again. He disabled the auto-aim this time. Smart move, mate. But that auto-aim actually helps him aim faster. So that's why he's doing it. And Oi is down. It seems like a little thing because it's a tier 6 tank, but we all know Oi is a monster in armor. It has like 200 armor front and back and very few weak points there. So, as every normal player, a better one, he goes around while he's reloading, looking for other victims. And there is CDC, like a paper, lurking to kill the Arty, but I don't think that will be a good target for Dule. The right targets will be somewhere around the middle. The score is 6-7. His team is slightly losing, but then again, Dule is still holding the middle, and he has a platoon mate, a mate that he knows on middle. I'm gonna show you a little trick he did later. This is something that everyone can do, sees several patches. At the moment you can see he has no platoon mate, so you can figure on your own what they did at the end. And there is the Churchill, a nice little slap shot, and very carefully he doesn't want to go down from this hill because that would be giving a significant advantage to enemy. There is no one except him who can actually climb there and be not damaged, so he's just trying to get those shots on SU, but they will not happen while SU is positioned like that. And 29 dies by Arty, so that leaves only a VZ at the middle. And the number of the shells on this little Spitz is lowering by second and second. So we have now him loading, again 10 AP shells. He still didn't fire a single gold shell, which is quite amazing in this meta. Everyone now, when they don't pen a single shell, they switch gold, 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 and there we go. Nice little alpha from him. Don't forget, he does like 240. And he's not greedy anymore because he cannot risk any more HP. So he has in total 3 barrels of AP, 2 of heat and 2 of HE. And let's see the cause of action he's doing. A slow approach, lurking, watching where the gun is, and tracking. Track shot and finish. I would say even steal by T20, but never mind. It's all for the good. T43 saying he killed them all. Yes, yes he did. Very stingy, keeping that last shell to the end. He could have even reloaded by now. Oh, Nasor doesn't see him and he is running away even while the shell is traveling. That's very important here, guys, because the 6th sense triggers after 3 seconds. I'm gonna repeat it. After 3 seconds. That means by the moment it pulls up, someone is already aiming at you and probably shooting. And the lucky Arty ran away again. Now for Arty players I can only recommend, guys, go in a very corner of K0. You don't have to be around those buildings here, that's really risky and needless. You can have good angles from there and you can avoid tracing. And a lucky blind shot, he connected one. You can avoid tracing of any kind by just hugging the buildings then. And especially you can avoid getting shot by tanks like this. And the SU, the brilliant player, manages to turn the back to him and gets tracked by some other people, so they will just be a nice dummy target for Mr. Dule. And a 5th frag. Remember when we said on mines you really want to dominate the hill? Well, this is why. Because even a smallest tank in this situation like this can do quite a lot. Quite a lot. And the game is now pretty funny. They have only Rheinmetall left, a Lorraine Arty on one shot, and 2 tier 6 TDs. And his team is slightly in a better shape because they have him on the hill. That's the only real difference that gives them any kind of advantage here. The passive play of their team that just gave it for free is what will eventually cost them the game. You can see duletenk is not shy to seek the enemies blindly where they were. And the Hellcat died hiding on A1 spot on Arty spot. So here you go, boys. Some heat shells because APs are gone. Rheinmetall showing the front wheel, trying to shoot an SU will always be a good target, and they are so ignoring the hill and not understanding what goes on. And he's really smart and slowly aiming there. So we have 1 AP shell and 3 of HE. 1 AP and like he is really running low on the ammo. Let's see, will he manage to connect one here? Nope. Nope. Mr. Gombas is safe behind the building. But Arty is not. Aim well, young Padawan. Nice! So there we go. A Top Gun is already there in a play. 2 HE shells, 2 HE clips left. So let's face it, in this situation that's actually excellent because only things left are Rheinmetall and Nashorn. Nashorn on one shot without armor, Rheinmetall also, and he can do like 340 with those. Oh my god, look at the arc of those shells when you shoot HE. It's like you're dropping a stone on the top of that tank. And that's a 7th frag, and Rheinmetall does a brilliant choice of going on the open field to get killed by a little duletenk. Nice game, bro. Nice game indeed. And what they did now is, as you can see, they made a platoon in last second. What will that give them? It will give them more or less 2 medals, guys. Sneaky. And here's the after part we are all interested in. So tier 7 light in tier 8 game. Of 15 guys, we can see he actually shot 12 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 guys. And 13th is spotted by him. 2112 base experience, 3168 with premium. That's like a huge chunk for one game. Top Gun, High Caliber, Radley-Walter. And why I skipped this? This is what he actually stole with that guy. He took Brothers in Arms in last second. Sneaky, but effective. And I really don't want to go into these charity medals, so they're not really important. And we can see the final score here. 8 kills by him. 5655 damage. That's the high caliber part. Some damage upon detecting, and when he was tracking the people helping, so there you go, 12 people shot, 8 killed. 36 shells fired, and I will repeat, this tank actually has only 39, so he had only 3 more left. That's one of 8 clips. Very lucky for him to stay like that. Direct hits, only 3 he didn't pen. With a lot of auto aiming and snap shooting, not so shabby, mate. And after all, the interesting part where you usually see a minus when you play a light tank like this with such a game, a 40k in plus. So all in all, Dule, really nice game, mate. Nice game for you, really nice XP, and I hope some of the newer guys that are farming their way onto the Route 251, who's really a superior light in every way, completely different to play than this, can learn how to get easier to it and to use this tank to their advantage. So thank you all for watching. Follow us on our YouTube channel Cursor TV, and see you very soon.